Hello guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to use conditional statements or if else and elif statements in Python. Okay, so we can use these statements like if we're trying to say if something is true, then we implement the code under that if statement. And then we can use an if then else, which is like both of them together used at the same time. So we do like if this is true, then we do implement the code under, else do that or do something. And then, but if it's not true in the if statement, then it just goes straight to the else and does whatever is in the else. Okay, you give you a better understanding of that. I'm gonna give you an example. First, as always, we have to make a file. I already made a file. You can check my second video on how to make a file. So first we're just gonna make an if statement. So just if, and then let's say we're gonna make a variable called age, and we're gonna make it equal to 20. Okay, so we're gonna do, let's say we're trying to find out if someone is old or like young. So we can do that by doing if age, if this whatever inside this variable age is, let's say, equal, instead of in Python for syntax, you always, if you're in if statements or else statements, always in if statements, you always have to put two equal signs. If age equal to, let's say, 100 or like 200, then we can say print you should be dead. And then we can just run this program, so we'll check what's gonna happen. So now we can see age is 20. So when the program is running, it just replaces age as 20. So is 20 equals to 200? No, so it won't print this. It'll just go print nothing because we didn't put any else statement to do anything if it's not true. So when you run this, it'll just print a blank. As you can see, it printed a blank right here. Okay, so now we're gonna add an else statement to it. So we press enter and we press delete because it's already indented. So we delete. We put an else, and we don't put any like condition because it's just going straight to it if this one is not true. So we just put a colon. And then we can just say print so say the age is 300, and you can just print you are, well, technically over here it shouldn't be equal to, it should be if age is like greater than 140, then it should be like you should be dead, because if it's less than 140, maybe they can still be alive. So we can do you are either very old or very young. Okay, so now what we can see we can do is a equals 20. You are either old or young. Okay, so as you can see, it'll just replace this age as 20. So is age greater than 100? Is 20 greater than 140? No, so it goes here and then it prints you are either old or young. Okay, so now since it just prints you are either old or you're young, we can make it a little better. We can put insert an elif statement here, which is an else. It's an else and an if combined together, so it's else if. So we have to put a condition here. So else if age. So say we want this part to be young. Then we want this part to be old, right? So say it's greater than let's see 50. But then if it's just greater than 50, it can also be 300, which is they'll be dead by then. So we have to put this this word that's called and. So when they're both true, then only it'll print you are old. And age is less than let's see 139. 120 maybe, if they're like really old. Oh wait, just make this 120 because you can't live up to 140. Okay, so and then else it'll print you are young. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh wait, first we have to put that whatever it's gonna. We put a colon, then we just print. We print you are old. So we see age is 20, and then we go inside, we replace everything as age is 20, and let's see if this works. Oops. Is 20 greater than 120? Nope, so it doesn't go here. It goes to the next else. If is 20 greater than 50 and is 20 greater than 50? No. Is 20 greater less than 120? Yes, but these are not both true, so it just goes here, and then it just prints you are young. So what this should do is it should print you are young. Just quickly turn these back to age. Okay, so now let's run this program. So now as you can see, it prints you are young. Okay, so now let's try putting a different age and check what it prints. Let's say we put 70. So let's see what will happen. So it replaces age is 70. Is 70 greater than 120? No. So now it goes to the next else if, and it prints is 70 greater than 50? Yes. And is 70 less than 120? Yes. So that means it'll print you are old, and it won't go anywhere else. It'll just be done over there. So now we can see that it should print you are old if everything is right. And as you can see, it prints you are old. So that's all for this video. And so in this video, just for a summary of what we learned how to use an if statement, how to use an else statement, how to use an elif statement, and how to use the operator and all the syntax for if and else and elif statements. And so a little puzzle you can do after watching this video is you can do so we can, using the if and else statements, we can do like some ninja puzzle, which is like you can do like if the ninjas are, if there's like more than 100 enemies, then you have to print I can't fight them. Then if there's less than 50 enemies, then you say I can take them on. And if there's greater than 50 enemies but also less than 80 enemies, you can say it'll be tough but I can take them on. And so that's all for this video, and hope you enjoyed.